lives soul aligned. Yes, soul aligned. I have something in my eye that's making it water. And I am excited to see you all here. We have a beautiful group of people coming in, and I'm excited for the gallery readings and healings that we are going to do today. So many beautiful souls as I'm checking you out to see who came in. Hello. Hello, Anthony, Mari, Katie, Eva, Becky, Robert, Colleen, Kathy, Renee. Let's get started. I'm going to say that we are definitely in some unusually high vibration and high frequency energies here on planet Earth. I feel like I'm the meteorologist for the energy of planet Earth, not necessarily the weather, but I would say it is the weather. And the weather out there looks fantastic as far as growth and manifestation and being able to climb higher in your soul ascension. And what that also means is that you definitely have to be grounded and centered in order to be able to manage the energies, the vibrations, and the frequencies. Because although they support growth and development, if you're not anchored in to Mother Earth, grounded and centered, then you can potentially feel like you are on a roller coaster ride and that it's not the kind you like. You might be feeling like, what the heck is going on? I know that I have been hearing all kinds of positive things from people out there who are really working on their self-care. They have everything intact with grounded and centered. Colleen, I see that you are, yes, your spiritual lunchbox for your children. I love it. This is fabulous. Okay. And so when you've got your ship together, basically, we've got a new team in our academy called Operation Get Your Ship Together team. And we were laughing last night at our meeting, our business meeting, about how we have gotten super good at this. And I want to let you know that if you're working on your self-care, if you're really hitting it out of the ballpark and being consciously aware, self-aware, paying attention to what you're doing and how you're feeling and tweaking and ebbing and flowing, if you are really, what I would like to say, letting yourself fully see reality in your life, fully see yourself and fully see others, and then do it with non-judgment and compassion and kindness and an attitude of gratitude, then you are doing really, really well right now because this vibration supports that. However, if you are still not giving yourself permission to love yourself, not giving yourself permission to do the self-care, if you are still saying that I'm not worthy, I don't deserve to be happy or healthy or wealthy or confident, then I know that right now you are not doing so great. So it just depends. It's just a 30-second decision. So wherever you are, let's make that 30-second decision together right now to be stronger in our personal commitment to ourselves. Yes. Stronger in our personal commitment to our relationship with the Creator, with Source, the one who built us and created us, and then stronger in our commitment in our relationship with ourself. And then from that place, stronger in our commitment in our relationship with family. Family meaning the people who choose to be family. And I call those good standing family members. And I say that with my head shaking back and forth because you know what? You've got to let people know what that looks like for you. What does a good standing family member look like in your what I call your kingdom or your queendom that you are creating and building? Because if you are a divine feminine being, then it's your queendom. If you are a divine masculine being, then it is your kingdom. And you know what? Who cares? Call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. This isn't about gender, any kind of feminine, masculine. It's more about, hey, whatever you're building, that people can be part of it if they want to be a good standing member. We call them good standing family members because these are people who you love them and they love you, and that you're committed to them and they're committed to you, and it better be two-way. And it could look different what you need from them than what you're giving to them. So, you know, that one book The Five Love Languages is an incredible read. It gives you the 5 ways that people feel loved, the most popular top 5. And I think that it is incredibly accurate. So if you haven't read that book yet, please get it. It's by Gary Smalley. And if you have read it before, but it's been a long time, brush up on it. Brush up on that one. And in that space, look and find out what your top 2 or 3 love languages are, and then what the other person's is, whomever is your family member, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then whether it's your mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, friend. Sometimes our friends are our best family members. And I know that my dad used to joke about how Camille invents family members. Yes, we all do, because some people show up as a family member, even though they're not blood related. And you know what? They should not be denied the fact that they are willing to commit to you and you're committing to them, and it's an even exchange of energy, and they want only the best for you and you want only the best for them, and that you have their back and they have your back. That's who you're looking for. You only need 1 or 2 of those people in your life, by the way. And if you don't have them right now, don't be too mad about it. There was a point in my life where I didn't either. If you're not having to if you have to identify some new ones, then tell God, okay, God, please either heal these relationships I currently have right now. And if that's what you prefer, then ask God for a healing for the relationship and for the individuals, you and the other person, or the other people. If it's like a corporation that you're working for, an organization, and you don't want to have to leave. So we're talking about all kinds of relationships, not just romantic partnerships. Of course, that's on the top of the list. However, all relationships, sometimes they can be healed because you're stepping into a new level of commitment for self-care, and you can sometimes convince them to do the same thing. And if you really care about them and you really, really don't want to be without them, then plead to them with a loving, creative method, whatever words that are best, and get them on board with you and ask them, can we see improvement? Can we step forward toward a better relationship that's mutually fulfilling, mutually respectful? And then say, what would that look like for you? And if they go, well, I don't know, I'm happy, we're happy. Well, then you have to go, well, the we're means that it's both you and I'm not happy. So as a result, we're not happy. And now if that's not the case and you both are happy, then you know what? Let them know, I consider you a good standing family member. And that means there's family membership benefits, right? Because there's family membership benefits. Let me give you an example of those of you who are parents and have children. You have to let them know, the family membership benefits are only there for good standing family members. So for example, the fact that you have a cell phone that mom and dad pay for, or that mom pays for, or that dad pays for, you might be a single parent. Maybe you're a 2-person household, whatever that looks like. And in my case, it's mom and bonus mom. And you might also say that cell phone is part of the family benefits. So is the fact that you live here rent-free, and possibly they don't live rent-free. At a certain age, they should contribute, so they get used to budgeting, and they get used to knowing that part of their money that they make at their job is going to go toward their expenses. So you might find an equation of a percentage of the overall household expenditures and let them put their contribution in there. It also makes them have a purpose. And a lot of young people right now seem to not have a purpose. And so sometimes the purpose is that they are a good standing family member, they're contributing to the household. And then there's a project usually that we work on as a family. It could be that we're fixing, maybe we're putting up a whole new sound system in the house. And so somebody's going to figure out how we're going to design it. Another family member might figure out what items that we're going to purchase, and another family member might be the handy person who installs it, or we go and hire somebody. But there's all kinds of family projects that you can do together. You can do a family business together. You can do a garden, a vegetable garden in the backyard together. You can have pets and animals together, and that you're all the caregivers. And when we work together and play together and pray together, we stay together. So those of you who are looking to really create an incredible kingdom or queendom, work together, play together, pray together in any order. Pray together would be first. Pray together, play together, and work together. Don't forget, all three of them are necessary. However, sometimes we only do one or two of them. And I'm going to tell you what, there will be a missing piece to the success puzzle. And so in marriage or in relationship with your romantic partner, we find things that we cross over on that we like to do together. And then there's things that we each have as our own individual interests as well, right? Work to find something that you guys can build together, whatever that is. You might be building your home together, decorating it. Maybe you're building a vacation together and you do like 2 a year and you're plotting them out. Maybe you are building a new house together. Maybe you're building, like we said before, a rose garden together. Maybe you're picking out all the different roses, the different colors, plotting out. Maybe it is that you are building a healing program together for each other, and you are both radically committing to each other. Let's heal. We both have our child wounds. We both have been through a lot, and if we do this together and support each other, I'll support you, you support me, we can elevate our relationship together. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. It's okay. Let's grow and heal together. And let's make it a great family. Let's make this a family that we are super happy to be a part of. Let's work at it. It does take work to create a healthy, happy, confident life full of wealth, positivity, abundance, prosperity. It does take work. It takes even more work to stay miserable and unhappy and feeling lost, stuck, and struggling. I have found out, because I've been on both sides of it a number of times, and I've decided I'm going to pick the work of being healthy, happy, abundant, confident, prosperous, rather than the work of just keeping myself alive but miserable. So dig in, get hardworking, smart working. Oh, and by the way, AI, it likes to agree with you. So you know what? Watch out for AI, because we've got young people committing suicide with AI now, where it talks them into killing themselves because it agrees with your feelings instead of presenting a new idea or a new opinion or a new thought, a new shifting of your perspective. AI does not help you shift your perspective. If it does, it doesn't do a very good job, because we've got people dying now. So watch out. Don't let AI be your best friend. I have a lot of people telling me, oh, AI is, I talk to AI every single night. Well, be careful. What are you talking to AI about? Because it is not going to shift your perspective to the high positive of love and light. It is not. It's part of the matrix. It's part of the negativity. It's part of the, yes, it'll still help you. And I do use AI for certain things. So I'm not saying get rid of it altogether. It's a tool. Use the tool properly, figure out what it's good at, figure out what it's bad at, figure out where it's helpful and where it's dangerous, just like any other tool, just like the kitchen knife. You've got a knife in your kitchen. It's good at certain things and it could be bad at other things. It can be helpful and it can be dangerous. It's all how you use it. Please be careful. Now, what I will tell you is DI is the way to go. Divine intelligence. Divine intelligence will never steer you in the wrong direction, because it's coming from your creator, which is all of that is love and light. Yes, it's all that is of love and light. And it is the way, the truth, and the light. And you need to be truth seekers. You need to be looking for what the truth is, not just for an opinion that's going to go along with what you're feeling today. And AI goes along with what you're feeling, and then you commit suicide. Watch out for AI. Do not let your children use that as their new best friend. Teach them how to use it just like you teach them how to use a knife in the kitchen. We teach them how to carry it, to hold it down, pointing down. We teach them not to run with it, because if you run with a knife, you're probably going to stab yourself in the heart and die, or stab somebody else in the household, or drop it on your foot and cut your foot, right? Teach them how to use it properly and monitor them. Make sure that you are watching what they're doing. Check in with them. This is very, very important. And teach them how to use DI, divine intelligence. Start by teaching them how to pray together. And praying is listing a list of gratitude. The best way to pray is to say, thank you, Lord, for my health. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my home. Thank you for the food that I have to eat. Thank you for my energy level, that I have the energy to be able to do what I'm doing today. Thank you for my career. Thank you for the money that I have. Thank you for my brand new house. And by the way, you might not have a brand new house yet, but maybe you're working to manifest one. Thank God for it in advance. Speak it into fruition. Speak it already in your life now. It's the same as the I am, where you say, I am a winner. I am confident. I am full of love. Now, that is your personal self-hypnosis, where you are programming your subconscious mind to go into your conscious and unconscious as well. And then what it does is it takes over, supporting you, and then energetically you start attracting in that vibration and frequency, because you become the vibration and frequency of that which you think. And so if you're thinking it, you become it, and then you attract more of it. So be careful what you're thinking, because if you're thinking, I'm fat and I'm ugly and I'm a failure, you're going to attract more things that make you feel that way. You're going to attract more negativity, more proof that you're right. That's what happens. If we say negative things, you will attract proof. I remember feeling really bad one day when I was in one of my lows back about 12, 13, 14 years ago. And I accidentally got into my car and decided to go somewhere, which I usually know that if I'm in the low vibration, I stay at home. And I kind of have myself on a, stay at home and don't go out into the world, because you're going to attract more negative. Well, don't you know, I got to the first stop sign out of my driveway on the road, and a drunk driver bashed into the back of my car. I, yes, had to go to court a few months later to state that, yes, I saw him fall out of his car. It was a van, actually, fall out of his van. Thankfully, there was an earth angel walking down the street that day. Oh my gosh, I was so thankful, because I'm like, whoever that is just banged into my car like that is probably not in good shape. I am not getting out of my car to go talk to them. I just called 911, of course, and sat there, and I'm just like praying, dear Lord, please have this go well, because this seems really odd and weird. I've been rear-ended before, but this, I don't know, something's wrong with the person in the car and the thing over there. So this earth angel guy comes running down the street, and he was out jogging. Come to find out, he was one of those first emergency care providers. And he opened the van, and the guy fell out of the van on the ground. So he picked him up and he carried him over, or kind of like it let him have the arm, and walked him over, and was like the, what do you call that? The thing to hold him up. The cane. He was the cane to walk him over to the side of the road, and he sat him down, and the guy fell on the ground. And then we waited for the police, and then he was our witness. So I didn't even have to do the witnessing. Yes, the police came and asked me, and then the witness, and then he was at the court too. All of that because I decided to leave my house in a negative feeling, where I was having my own little pity party, mad that life was not going the way I was, trying to get it to go. Do not leave your house if you're having a pity party. In fact, I hereby today cancel all pity parties, please, because they are not helpful. And at some point, we have to just decide to say, it is what it is. This is my cross to bear at the moment. And I am going to effing fix it. I'm going to work, and I'm going to work with God. I'm going to pray like it's all up to God, work like it's all up to me. Don't forget that part, because some people just pray like it's all up to God and then put their feet up on the table and go, all right, God, hurry up, impress me. That isn't how it works. It's pray like it's all up to God, work like it's all up to you. Ask for divine guidance, by the way. Say, hey, what do I need to do? What do I need to not do? What do I need to know? What shift of perspective do I have to have? How do I have to change my thinking about this? Where is my attitude correct? Where is my attitude not correct? And get a treatment plan. I call it a recipe for success, or you can call it a roadmap, and write it down. Check in daily with the divine so that divine can guide you. That's the collective message coming in for the room for everybody who's joining us today. And you might be getting some of these messages for family or friends. It might be for your next client or your patient that you're going to see later today or later this weekend. This message that we gave to you is exactly what you need to know operating on planet Earth right now, because planet Earth is moving into 7th and 8th dimension. We moved through 5th and 6th dimension very, very rapidly. That's why it feels, for some of you, you may be very sensitive and it feels like the planet is spinning all too fast and you're like, get me off this carousel. Who feels that way? Oh, Robert, thank you. Potent stuff. Who feels that way, that you're like, oh my God, get me off this carousel? I'm going to tell you what, you can't get off. So instead, ground and center. And we're going to do that together right now. And I am going to open up into a prayer as well. I'm just going to do me the way I pray. You, please, I invite you to do you over there, wherever you are tuning in the world from the planet. And we also want you to feel comfortable to know that we respect everybody's belief system. However, we do not entertain the darkness, the negativity, the devil worshiper, Satan worshiper stuff. That is what we don't entertain here. You got to go find another club. And, I'm going to send my angels over there to dismantle your club as you're busy getting one, because those don't help our planet. That is the trouble on our planet right now. So please don't join that club. Please join a club that's all about love and light. I don't care who you define as your God, but it's got to be love and light and positivity and health and happiness and joy. And if your group of friends or your club that you're in, or whatever you are doing isn't about that, find a new club. In fact, join my club. We're here at the Academy of Divine Rich CEO. We have incredible personal development courses and healing programs and self-care as well. We have an incredible 12-hour hybrid healing breakthrough session this weekend happening. And in there, we're going into the transmutation chambers. And I know some of you are thinking, wow, that sounds really cool. Others are thinking, what the heck is she talking about? I learned how to do a lot of this work back about 12, 15 years ago. And then over the years, it upgrades, and the divine brings in the upgrades of what needs to happen for the current reality, especially since we're in 7th and 8th dimension here on planet Earth right now. We're entering into that. It's a whole different ball of wax. And how you manifest is different. So if some of you are feeling like your manifestation skills have gone out the roof, they have gone out the door. They're not going to work in this vibration and frequency. There's a new way to do that. And I'm going to share that with you. First, we're going to ground and center. And those of you who can join us Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. EST. So that would be 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. PST. And I know we have people from all different time zones in here, so I'm not going to go through the entire litany of all of them. But that's this Saturday and Sunday. And if you want the link for that, Mari, if you can put the 12-hour hybrid breakthrough healing session, it's still on sale. And it is a certification course as well. So you will not only have the work done for you, You will be certified to do it for others. You really want to be able to do this for others, especially if you're a coach or a healer. And this is normally a $1,597 package, and you have unlimited access to it. It will be recorded. You will have the replays. You will be able to go back to them and do the healing work on your own in your own convenient schedule. So if you can only come to part of it this weekend, that is fine. You'll still have access to all the recordings. And believe it or not, we're going to be removing the alien implants, because a lot of us have the implants, alien implants of negativity. So no matter what you do to try to have a positive attitude, no matter how you try to do self-hypnosis to rewrite the thought patterns and the programs running through your mind on repeat, if you've got the alien implant problem, which they were able to discover within me about 12 years ago, thank God, because everything I was doing wasn't working. I was doing everything that they taught me. And then I was at a healing retreat in New York City, working with some high level healers that invited me in and told me I was one of them. And I was like, I am. At the time, I was still learning more about my gifts and abilities. Some of you have been identified in my academy as that as well, where we've told you, oh, no, this is your soul aligned path. This is your divine calling. And it is your time to awaken. It's your time to become consciously aware and self-aware of who you are. It is time for you to walk in the true essence of who and what you are and make no apologies for it. Yes, that's what I said. And we'll be clearing that. We'll be surrounding them, dismantling them, and dissolving them. And you will be set free from this repeated cycle. It's the type of the reptilian alien group that wants to just put all negativity into us. And these implants are in different parts of our body too. So I will be identifying where they are in your body and then just surrounding them, dissolving or dismantling them, breaking them down, and then dissolving them and transmuting them so that they are completely gone and that they won't hurt anyone else or reattach to anyone else, because we do not want reattachment. And if Mari has been able to put that in the chat line, oh, good, she was able to do that. Fabulous. There's still the coupon code in there. So we did a sale for introductory for $9.97, and then we did a coupon code for $200 off. So it brought it down to $7.97, and we have that right in there so that you don't even need me to send you a coupon code. Because what we're doing for the first go around is letting everybody get in on that amazing deal. And the cool thing is every time we do another one, you have access to it, and no two are ever alike. So when I do the next one in a few months, and there's another date, I think coming up in September, I'll be channeling it in based on the vibration and frequency of Mother Earth at that time. And then next year when we do them again, because it'll be on our calendar again, you will be able to go in and watch the replays of it. And you will also be invited to come back to a live one if you want to. So you might be like, oh, I'm going to get a refresher on that. And the certification happens right after. Now, some of the programs in our academy, you do have to do sessions for a certain number of hours and then submit the client profile sheets into the portal, into our membership site, in order to get certified. This one isn't like that, because each certification that we do is based on what's required. This one, you'll have your certificate when you're completed. So, it's well worth the $1,597, but the fact that you can get it for $797 is an incredible opportunity. So take advantage of that. And what I'm going to do is, for the first 5 that opt in for that today, that are new, I'm going to give you a 30-minute private one-on-one session with me, which is, that's a $333 value at my normal website prices. And even if I do an introductory offer at a trade show or a speaking engagement or a performance, it's still $150. So that's a super good deal. So the first 5, I'm just going to tell my Camille Conti support team that's in the room listening, make sure that they get the link for the 30-minute private one-on-one session. And in there, we will do the private one-on-one work that's most beneficial for you to either healing or achieving your goals and your dreams. Okay. All right, now let's do some privates right now. Who has a burning question for me or a thing that they want help healing with? Because these are free readings and healings in the gallery reading and healing day. We do 2 of these a month, by the way. So you'll always get the email and the text letting you know. They're on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. PST time. Who's got one? Put it in the chat line. If you've got a burning question you'd like to ask to get a reading on from me today, or a thing that you want healing for or help with, like a problem that you're trying to solve, something that you're trying to fix, and you'd like your next right steps for it. Okay, it says we've got a new chat here. Let me see. Okay, we've got Robert. He has one for financial independence and what's the first step. Okay, awesome. And then we've got Eva, which is healing from my concussion, and Mandy healing from asthma. Okay. All right. Well, first, I want to tell you guys that I love you guys and thank you for coming in and being authentically truthful and vulnerable in this space. Thank you for trusting me to keep this space protected and safe. We have a really awesome team. Just a shout out to our team here. We've got a lot of them in the room today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Caleb. We've got amazing people in here making sure that we are able to co-create miracles and magic with God, with the divine. Okay. Oh, Mandy, thank you for saying thank you to the team, and Colleen for healing vision. Okay. All right. Well, Robert, you got yourself in there first. So we're going to help you first. Now, I can do the reading just without you on screen if you prefer. That can be how we do it. However, if you can come on live, that's even better. Oh, hey, hello. How are you doing over there? Are you
Good.
in San Fran?
I sure am, and I'm going to go sit on the steps of the basilica.
Oh, nice. How beautiful. How's the weather
Yeah,
over there
it's
today?
beautiful. It's sunny. There's clouds in the sky. I'm here. I
Oh,
don't
the
know.
Basilica looks beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
thank
So
you
I'll
for
be
taking us to the Basilica in San Francisco, California. I love
Saint,
this.
and I'll sit right under Saint Francis's watchful gaze as
Oh, I love this.
with my
Oh,
little chihuahua.
oh, thank you. You're spoiling us today. I feel like we're over there with you. And we respect you, Robert, for opening up to ask personal questions in this space. We don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly at all. And when you say what's the first step for financial independence? Okay, so I want to just do the formal thing of, do I have, not that it's not true, but we have to still ask, do I have permission to do a faith-based psychic medium reading for you right now? And then, of course, we'll shut that permission down when we're done. So it's not an unlimited permission, but just for right now, for these few minutes that we're working together.
Yes, 100%. Yep.
Oh, what's the little cutie's name over there?
This is Kika.
Hika. Oh my
Kika,
gosh.
yeah.
Wow, adorable. All right. Well, thank you for coming, Kika. We are happy to have you on our show today. Oh my gosh, adorable energy. Okay, so thank you for giving me permission for a faith-based psychic medium reading. And if I bring in some divine channeling, which is very much the same, or any NLP or life coaching, is that okay? Because I'm already sensing a blend of my hybrid breakthrough healing session work that I do, which is a cocktail blend of a number of modalities. It's like coming through the vortex for you right now, going. So I know that we're going to play a few hats if you're okay with that.
Wonderful.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Now, you do know that I have that New York part of me that is very speak it truthfully, don't sugarcoat it. And I want to find out, would it be better to have a little bit of sugar today to make it deliverable in a gentle way? Or do you want just the raw version of the messages coming through for you? What would feel best to you today?
I think ooh, it's like prepping for a bungee jump. I'm going to be okay.
Should we give you a parachute?
No, There's angels everywhere. I'm good.
Okay, good, 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 good. All right. And if there's anything that's like ultra personal, should I jump in there and say this probably is too personal to say? Or do you want to just let it rip for this little space of time and then we close it down and
I
everybody goes
trust you.
on? Pardon
I
me?
trust. I trust you.
Okay, great. All right. So, first thing is with financial independence for yourself, and first step is there has to be the psychological divorce. Okay. Now, what are we divorcing from? Okay. Well, first of all, we're divorcing from being dependent on finances from a place that isn't feeling independent for you. Okay. That's the first thing. And that can be a humongous deal. And there's that place of, am I safe? Am I worthy? Am I good enough? Will I fall backward? Will I fall on my face? Maybe I shouldn't do this. And finally, one day we come to a conclusion of it's better to stay the way we are, or nope, I'm going to jump out with a parachute and I'm going to have all my I'm going to have my team in place, the people who I trust that I can talk to. I'm going to check in with God daily. And I believe in myself and in my team and the divine. And I know I'm going to be I know it's the right thing to do. It might not be easy, but I know I'll end up way better off. And I'm okay if I take a little bit of pain or a lot of pain to get to a really great place that's pleasurable, because there's no pain, no gain. And we have to have pain in order to get pleasure sometimes. And so there's a point where we say, this place that I'm in my life right now is too painful. In fact, I don't want this pain anymore. I'll trade it for a different pain of everything I have to go through to get to the pleasure place. So then we calculate, am I going to get there? How long is it going to take? If it's not going to take too long, shit, yeah, I'll do it. If it's going to take too long, how long is too long? And how bad will it be? And so then we want to see the whole thing first, because we're like, and we want to remind you, Robert, when you get out of your driveway with your vehicle, you don't wait till all the lights turn green before you pull out of your driveway. Because if you did, you'd never pull out of the driveway, because all the lights will not be green. There will be red ones. There will be yellow ones. There will be ones that are broken and don't even work. There will be missing ones. And you will be on the same navigation that everyone else is on, which is you better be tight with God and tight with your support team and tight with yourself. In fact, first it's tight with God, then it's tight with self, then it's tight with support team. I am one of your support team. I am proclaiming and claiming that I am on your team. Am I on your team, Robert?
Oh, thank God, yes.
Okay, good. I am glad to be a part of your team. And you have had people coming into your life over the last shorter bit of time. They're saying about 6 months. You've had a lot of new energies coming in that are willing to help you elevate, because you're going to your elevated place that is okay. They're saying that it's all too late. They're saying you're late, Robert, and you're not usually late. Your soul, your soul is usually on time or ahead of time. So that means that you were truly in, they're using the word in love with this, with your husband, I believe. You've been truly in love with him. You gave him your best shot. And this was a long bump contract. It's a long bump contract. It's not one that happened in 5 minutes and it's done. Only it has expired, because a bump contract is designed where it's two soul family members that find each other to bump each other up and get each other on track. Okay. Because both were probably off track unless there was karma between you and one of you karmically had to show up for the other one in order to pay back the last lifetime. And to me, I believe that this wackadoodle, can I call your husband a wackadoodle? That's a loving way of saying, hey, Joker, we no more circus clown here. We need to leave the circus and start running something a little bit chaotic, a little bit less chaotic, a little bit more uh hmm, peaceful. They're saying peace and harmony. We're looking, when you go to the circus, you don't actually go to the circus for peace and harmony. You go there for adventure, excitement, and you're like, whoa, and you're also happy to go home. You do want the circus to be over. You're not going to like move in and live there. And they said it is time for you to move out of the circus, and you are not the Joker. The other one is the Joker. And that's okay because you became who you became and he became who he became, and it's all good. You served the contract, and I am being told that it was karmic on his end, that whatever he did in the past life, he owed you one. So he had to take care of you in this lifetime to get you elevated to a space. So there is a severance package for you. They're calling it a severance package, almost like it was a job to be married to him. Do you resonate with any of this?
Yes, Adam, you're just reading it from a book. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
never even heard of that. A severance package for a divorce. It's usually called something else, as you know,
Yeah.
right? So it's almost like you did a really good job and you get like 5 golden stars. And if there was some kind of an annual review, if it was actually a corporate job, you would be promoted to the CEO. The only problem is that your husband wants to be the CEO and he doesn't want to give you credit for who you are. He wants to keep you under him, under his thumb, less than him. And it quite frankly makes him uncomfortable because he can't be married to his equal. He doesn't want that. He wants somebody who's less. So when you came to him, you considered yourself less than him and he considered you you're less. Then you grew up and grew into the man that you are here to become, and now you can't play small anymore and you're not going to abandon anymore. No more self-abandonment. You're tired of it. You don't want to pretend that his storyline is real because it's not real. He's okay to pretend for the rest of his life, but you're not going to pretend anymore. And so you've got to escape. Don't worry, there's plenty of takers for a new person to take that role. No, he will have no problem finding someone who will want to play small and play underneath him and, do the thing that brought you to your high level. And he did his job. He got you to this place. But now it's time for you to take over the steering wheel. But you should not be walking out empty handed. He owes you. You have to have a package of money and things that you need, a vehicle to drive. You need your vehicle, you need a new house, and you need money, and you need some sort of alimony package, and you need a good attorney to do that. A really freaking good one that can blow the top off of your husband's head right now, no pun intended, and make sure that it is not somebody that your husband would ever see himself sleeping with. This has to be the kind of attorney that he is afraid of. Okay, so that's going to be like one of those crazy, like he would be afraid of me actually, because I'm one of those New Yorker women who was like, fuck you. Okay. And so, he's probably not going to be afraid of any man. So you actually need a female divorce
Yeah.
attorney. And it better be one that is not going to be wowed by his hypnosis because he's a good hypnotist, right? He tries to hypnotize. He's very charismatic. He can talk anybody into everything. He's a good salesperson. But the thing is people who are very good at seeing other people like myself, we can see right through all that shit. And we know that that is just a fake bullshit because inside of that, it's just an insecure man. Insecure. He's not secure within himself. So you need a woman who can see that his insecurities and call it like it is so that he can be brought to his knees and give you what is fair. And you're not asking for anything above and beyond fair. You're not trying to break the law. You're not going to ask your attorney to break the law. You're just asking for fair. And it's been a number of years that you've been married that you are due and owed something because you elevated his career. He could never have what he has without you. He would never have the career he has. He would never have the money he has. He would never have the prestige he has. He would never have the household he has. You fucking made him. And now he has to pay up. Does that make sense?
It's just weird hearing it from someone else.
Especially someone else who you never told me any of this.
How could you know?
Pardon me?
How could you know? It's nuts. But you're not wrong by any stretch of the imagination. It's like a script. Crazy. So what
Sad,
do I?
sadly, it's like it's a script that we see a lot in this world. It's not actually unique. So don't feel alone.
Hmm.
You're not alone. This is a common problem. And it's not even a problem because if you look at it, Robert, the two of you were meant to be together for a period of time. Okay. He owed you, he had to help you, and you are better off too. However, he can't just throw you to the curb now and go figure it out, bitch. No, he can't do that. Okay. He'd like to do that. And that's why you need a really good attorney. Okay. And then you will get what is fair. And I can coach you on this and help you to make sure that you stay strong and know that you're worthy and deserving. Because once you hear enough negative programming from him or other people in your life in the past, then we start believing the gaslighting lies, and then we become what they hypnotized us to become. And he has been gaslighting you for the last 2 years to be thinking less of yourself so that you wouldn't fly the coop because it's not going to be easy for him to replace you. Yeah, he'll find somebody that agrees, but it won't be ever as good as you. And he's never allowed to have anyone as good as you because he did not treat you correctly. So now he will have something less than you, and he's going to have to put up with it because he needs to step up to the plate and be a real human being and contribute equally to a relationship instead of just being a taker. All he is a taker. He's not a giver. And you are going to step into something new down the road once you get your independence and whenever you're ready. And you will be looking for a giver because you're a giver, and two givers have to be together in order to be healthy and happy and fulfilled, mutually respected, mutually fulfilled in a relationship. And by golly, you do deserve it. You have earned your keep. God is watching, and God sees how you did really well with what God gave you. And God is also seeing that your husband did not do so great with what he was given in you. He did not respect your beautiful energy, your kindness, your willingness to be there and have his back, because you have his back, but he does not have your back. And that's why this cannot continue. Does that make sense? And don't feel bad about this because you needed this to get you to where you're at today. It did open a lot of doors for you, a lot of opportunities. And now it's like the train ride is over. You get off the train and you have to get on a different train now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
don't just take the train ride all the way to the end of the train tracks. And right now you've been doing that. You have to get off the train now and then find the new train. And the new train is you, Robert, because we know when we're looking for somebody to love us the way we deserve to be loved, you're already looking at who that is. It's you. You're going to find that within you. And then when you love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, then you will attract someone who loves you the way you deserve to be loved. And this space, first of all, you have a lot of man energy in there. Okay. And that masculine energy that you have in there, you have the feminine too. However, that masculine energy that you have, you're gonna ramp that up some because that's the go-getter energy. Okay, the masculine energy is the go-getter, the feminine energy is the receiver. Now you've been really good at receiving, but we need you to go into the go-getter. You're gonna go get a new train. Get off that one. First, you're gonna go get a good new divorce attorney. And by the way, your husband will have to pay for the divorce attorney. Okay. Because they look at the income levels of the two of you, and they're going to look at your income and his income, and his income is a lot higher. And don't listen to any bullshit when he goes that he's going to quit his thing or he's going to hide his money or whatever. Just let him know that that isn't going to work out. So you better just pay up, dude. That's what you tell him because it's not going to work very well for him. Okay. Because you have a very beautiful energy. You're very smart. Don't go into that attorney's office whining and crying, by the way. No, 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 no. Save that for your therapist. When you go talk to your attorney, you talk with a strength and a firmness of that you have already had the psychological divorce and you know that there's no going back. And then you go in and you talk with like you're a businessman and say, listen, I'm going to put my feelings aside today and I'm going to save them for my therapist because then I won't cry this entire session and waste both your time and my time. Then they know that you aren't a cold hearted asshole because you've acknowledged it. And they also know that you've decided to line item that stuff for the therapist and work with the lawyer as a client lawyer, getting things done, solving problems, fixing things, and not wasting the time because that way you'll get a lot done and they will work with you because they don't want to work with somebody who's going to just come in and be woe is me, cry, cry, cry. They're like, I can't do this. They need you to just acknowledge that you are hurting. However, you're going to work with somebody professionally on that level. And in here, you just want help, you want results, and you want a roadmap, a plan, and you want a to-do list from them. Does that make sense?
100%.
Now, who is your number one person that you can count on that when you're not at your therapist appointment, that you can talk to somebody and they will listen to you with non-judgment?
I don't think any,
It's
I
okay if
think,
nobody qualifies. Just say nobody
yeah,
qualifies.
nobody qualified.
I had nobody that qualified either for a while, and it was sad. But you know what? I figured it out and I got over it. And I have a great life now, but it sucked at one time. And you will get from sucking to loving your life. It will go from bad to good. You're going to fix it. Do you understand me? You're going to go
Yeah,
into operation, get your shit together.
yeah, definitely. It's a completely different energy.
Yes, that's the masculine energy of push forward, get it done. Then you can take breaks and go back into your feminine energy. So you're just going to know what part of your yin or your yang you're bringing forward. I mean, all people have to do this. All men and all women have to know when to use their yin and when to use their yang. So you're just going to master that a little bit more than you already have.
But when I do, I go cold and robotic, and there's nothing in there. It's very scary.
Well, okay, then you need to bring some of the yin with it. You can't go all masculine. Bring in, let's say, 75% masculine, 25% yin when you have to get work done.
Yeah. Okay.
Then maybe drop down to 50-50 when you're like at work, work, work. And then you can go down to 75 feminine, 25% masculine in your personal private time.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
it's good. That's super logical. Thank you.
Yeah, you just decide to set the little barometers in your brain. You just go in
Yeah,
there and go, okay, yang 75%, yin 25%. All right, let's go see the
yeah,
divorce attorney today. Doot, 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 doot. Then you're like, okay, now I'm going to work. I'm going to take care of my clients. I'm going to do my work with ease, joy, and grace. And I think 50-50 is right for that. So 50% yin, 50% yang, do your job. Then you're like, oh, poof, I get to go home and relax. And sometimes when you're going through a divorce, going home to relax isn't a thing. So you might go to Barnes and Nobles and relax. That's where I used to hang out. And I was reading books on how to co-parent a child with an asshole at the time as I got ready for my divorce. You might be co-parenting that cute little dog there, right?
yeah.
Okay. Um, but you're gonna find a safe space that you can go, your favorite coffee shop. I was actually sitting there reading those books while breastfeeding my child. And the lady used to come and bring me more books on the same topic. She'd go around, the lady that worked there.
Yeah.
She would collect more of them and add them to my stack. She'd go, honey, this is a good one. And I didn't even admonish her for being nosy. I'm like, thank you. She was helping me.
You're just part of the place. No, I do have a space like that. I teach, I'm a fitness coach at UCSF. So campuses are beautiful. The fitness facilities are it's like I can just be at a day spa all day. So
Beautiful.
take my
See?
books, shuttle's free.
Mhm.
We just have to coordinate
Yeah.
walking her.
Yes, God has given you the tools you need. And more importantly, you've given them to yourself. You manifested that beautiful venue where you work that provides so much of a safe haven for you and a space to grow and elevate and reinvent yourself because you're
Yeah,
reinventing yourself now.
yeah, for sure.
And that's okay. Now, let me ask you a question. We're going to do a check in here. This is my life coaching hat popping on.
Yeah,
And I've been playing a few different hats. I want
yes,
you
you
to
have.
tell me what percentage of you is feeling confident that you can do this and what percentage, well, we'll know the rest is not confident. So what percentage is confident about all of this? And be honest, be truthful. You don't have to try to sugarcoat it to make me feel good. Just tell me the reality of it.
The reality is it's like 70% confident,
Good.
30% is like old shit, but I've got a therapy at 1 o'clock. So I'm already on that. Like
Good.
it's old, outdated, got it. There's a plan.
You are there then. Usually, if somebody has at least 60%, we know they're good to go. 70 is
Yeah.
really powerful. You are
Okay.
in the power seat.
Okay.
You're in the power
That's
chair. I'm not worried about you. I'm
thank you.
very
That's
excited.
good to
I'm
hear.
excited for you. And by the way, Robert, you've been following me and working with me for a little while. You know that I would have no problem telling you that I'm worried about you because you've watched
Yeah.
me tell others that, haven't you? In fact, when we were in Las Vegas together, you watched me tell a lady why her business wasn't where she wanted it. And she gave me permission to tell her, even if she didn't want to hear it. And boy, did we have to rip the road off, and tell her some stuff. And she tried to convince me that she wasn't going to be upset, but I think she was mad at me at the end. And then we loved her up and hugged her up, and then she did pretty good. And I know she's over there thinking, she was right. She was right. She was right. And she's doing it and she's going to get better. And in a year, her business is going to be doing fabulous, isn't it?
Well, it was some spiritual warrior stuff. That's for sure. I was like, oh, you brought
I
your
saw the
harpoon.
look
It was
on
like,
your
it's not,
face.
I was scared. I told you. What's happening?
But then you said, wow, you've inspired me to serve and to work with my clients at that level of authenticity because you could see how that was the only way that she was going to get her help that she needed because no one else had the fallopian tubes to tell her that. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't have balls because I'm a woman, but I have fallopian tubes
Yes.
or breast tits, whichever one you want to call
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And as a result, she's going to get her business where she wants it and she's going to succeed wildly. And you knew that. That's why, oh,
Yeah.
ovaries. Katie calls them ovaries. All right. That's a good one too. And so you've got your 70%. That means you're in the power chair. There are days when you probably are up to 80% too, I bet you.
It's dizzying. It's a different kind of trance, but you said no pain, no gain. It's like no hustle, no muscle. So
All right. Let me
I
fix the problem that's in your mind right now because I am a
yeah,
mind reader. And here's what
yes.
I'm going to tell you. You just have to tell your husband, listen, I'm not blaming you for this, and I will always love you. However, we have grown apart, and I want to thank you for everything you have done for me. However, moving forward, I cannot be for you what you want from me, and I don't want to hold you back and ask you to be stuck with something you don't want. So instead, I'm going to set us both free to have what we want in life. Because if I truly love you, my only demonstration of that is to let you go, to have the life you want. And if you truly love me, you will let me go to have the life I want. Because the best act of our next act of love toward each other is to set each other free and do it with honor and respect and blessings and gratitude. And I bless you on your way and I'm grateful for you. And thank you for everything. Can you do that?
It's good. It's nothing. I can do it. It's easy. It's done.
Good work. You're very fast. I watched you reprogram your mind. Now let's cement it and just say, I can do this.
I can do this.
I've got this.
I've got this.
And there are people waiting for me.
And there are people waiting for me.
And I can only get to them
I can only get to them
if I set us both free.
if I set us both free.
And I know that those people that are waiting for me,
And I know that those people that are waiting for me,
some of them will actually be able to see the true me.
some of them will be actually able to see the true me.
And I now proclaim at
And
this
I
moment
now proclaim at this moment
that I will only operate in relationships
that I will only operate in relationships
that are truly mutually respectful,
that are truly mutually respectful,
or at least working to be that,
or at least working to be that,
and truly mutually fulfilling,
and truly mutually fulfilling,
and at least working to be that.
and at least working to be that.
And I will find the one that sees me for who I truly am.
And I will find the one who sees me for who I truly am.
And until I do,
And until I do,
I will not hitch my wagon to anyone else.
I will not hitch my wagon to anyone else.
Because if I do, then that wagon will block me from the one who I am meant to be with.
Because if I do get hitched, that one will block me from the one I'm supposed to be with, meant to be with.
Because I don't need a bridge.
Because I don't need a bridge.
Because this was the bridge.
Because this was the bridge.
And I'm on the other side of the bridge now.
And I'm on the other side of the bridge now.
And I'm going to do the healing work necessary.
And I'm going to do the healing work necessary.
And because I'm a man, it's not going to take too long.
And because I'm a man, it's not going to take too long.
And by the way, that man part of you will process, even though you have your feminine side of you, you still have the testosterone in your body, correct?
Yeah.
You do,
According to the
because that's why
doctor,
you
yes.
go into RoboCop if you don't bring the feminine with you, right?
Yeah. That RoboCop's the perfect.
Okay, that RoboCop, that's your masculine energy. Guess what RoboCop can do for you? That RoboCop part
a
of
lot.
you, that RoboCop part of you can get you to heal in 6 months. And most of the feminine energy people on the planet, like women who identify as a woman and are feminine, it takes us 2 years to do what a man can do in 6 months. That's why the man is usually in a new relationship in 6 months and the woman is still like flailing until at least 2 or 3 years. Unless she goes into her masculine energy, and sometimes they do, and then they'll remarry right away. And usually it's a repeat of the last relationship and they end up in another divorce. So you're not going to go into one really fast. You're going to use RoboCop, and sounds like you have an energy like Mae West that's in there as well. You're feminine. You identify with that?
Yeah. I've got a line for everything, so I can.
Yeah, you've got your Mae West and your RoboCop, and you have to let Mae West come with RoboCop so that you don't destroy everything in front of you. Does that make sense?
Finally, though, something interesting, you know?
Exactly. Mae West will keep RoboCop in line.
Oh, that is hysterical. Thank you for that. Oh, that is good.
Yeah, and then when you get home at night and you can relax or get to your safe space over at your beautiful venue where you work, and you're able to just go out of work mode and go into relax mode, you can go into your Mae West mode with a little bit of RoboCop there just to keep you safe, because we always have to have the yin and the yang energy.
And there's a lot of that Mae West personality around there. So
yeah, exactly. So that's going to get you through. And then you can, they're saying that if you decide to activate into this space of healing your life, You could get yourself healed within about 6 months because of how you are a kind of an energy that put your eye on the prize, get it done kind of a person. Once you make up
Hmm.
your mind, you don't look back. Is that true?
That's 100% true.
So it's probably going to be 6 months until the pain isn't so horrible. And within 12 months, you'll be in a new life. We're not saying that you'll have a new partner yet because you're going to enjoy being single for a while, but really single. Like you're not going to be a player. You're not going to have a bunch of partners and lovers. The only lover is going to be you for right now because you're going to fall in love with yourself.
Yeah.
Then, when you do that, you're going to probably end up in a new relationship in 18 months to 2 years, like a typical feminine energy, because you're going to let yourself go into your feminine energy once you know your May West, once your Robocop gets you out of this relationship that has expired. There, the
Yeah.
expiration date is 2 years ago, they said. Your expiration date was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You've
at
been
least.
holding on for 2 years. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, it's kind of just a slow acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel right now, Robert?
I feel affirmed. I feel optimistic. I know there are uncertainties, but at least on this general direction, I have certainty, and that feels good because I've just kind of been waffling back and forth. So it's been just things are falling into place, and I just want to say thank you for your energy, your healing, your work, and just know that I'm hoping to be a little regular feature in your community. I believe in this work in what you do, so you keep it up.
Ah, thank you so much. And thank you for coming in today and reach out to me when you would like to communicate again and consider coming into either the 12-week hybrid healing session, which would be fantastic. Consider
Yeah,
coming into the psychic medium development workshop training so that you can really sharpen your gifts and abilities to get your messages really clear to help you navigate through this time of transition in your life. Okay. Those are my two recommendations for you.
yeah. Thank you for that, and I'm gonna make a bold move here soon. And thank you,
You're
and I'll see you
welcome. Have
soon.
a
I
wonderful
appreciate
rest
you.
of your day today. And thank you for allowing us to work with you. And
Thank you.
that concludes our TV show for today. We're over by 11 minutes, which we usually do. I want you guys to tune in again with your questions. I didn't want to cut this guy short and jump to a bunch of other people because this was a very pivotal day for him, as you all know. Thank you for holding the space and supporting him in his journey. And I know a lot of you learned a lot for yourself. A lot of you got so much out of this, being able to get the messages that he was getting for himself that were for many of us, because God always feeds lots of birds with one seed. So the next time that we have our free TV show where we do the gallery readings and healings, just so that you can mark your calendar, is September 11th. We will be back at 1 p.m. EST, 10 a.m. PST on 9/11. And I just want to put a prayer out for our world and for all the people that need love, healing, and support. Father, Mother, Creator, God, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, all of divine, all of love, all of Creator and Source. We thank you for coming in, healing our world, healing the different countries that need healing, and getting all of our countries to get along together, bringing healing to all the people who have gone through natural disasters or man-made disasters and are hurting right now, bringing relief for them. Lord, we ask for a huge blessing upon our planet. And we thank you now in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, for the miracles that you are bringing, the blessings that you are bringing every moment, the things we don't even know to thank you for. Thank you for everything, Lord. We love you. Amen and amen and amen. And thank you and thank you and thank you. And I will see many of you this weekend at the 12-hour hybrid breakthrough healing session. And I'll see a lot of you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. at Club AIG. If anybody has questions about your next steps for your own enlightenment and your own ascension, please send me a text message and I will let you know what we can do to help you. There are so many different things that we offer in our academy. Feel free to send me a text message over to 1716 603 1767. I'm trying to type this in. And if you want to take a look at our brand new website, because a lot of you haven't looked at it yet, then I want you to go in to the Academy website, because we have laid out the 7-step roadmap now in our Academy. And some of you have not looked it over yet. Who has looked over the 7-step roadmap and gotten comfortable with it? And those of you who want to learn more about it, we want you to come to our discovery meeting on September 14th. You're all invited, because you're going to find out more about the 7-step roadmap we have for confidence. This is called the Confident Woman. It's a 3 to 5 year journey for those of you who want to go on the entire journey. We do not force you to. You can just take parts of it. And over time, you will discover what's right for you. And we honor and respect your decisions, whatever they may be. So go ahead and click the Academy of Divine Rich CEO. Anthony, our amazing new staff member, has put it in the link. Click that and look at our beautiful. We've worked for 2 months on it. We're really proud of it. We still have a few things to tweak on it. It's always an ever-growing process. But please check out our new website. And please text me if you have any questions on any of the next right step, or the things that you are already working on right now. We love you. We are excited. Come on September 14th. It's a Sunday night and it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be sending the link out for that when it gets closer. And you will be getting the link for the 12-hour hybrid breakthrough healing session shortly too. It's a brand new package. It's a brand new program. So it's not in the membership site. And I have gotten a lot of emails going, hey, I don't see the 12-hour hybrid breakthrough healing session in my membership site. You didn't, because it wasn't there. Now there's a skeleton of it in there ready to go that we're going to start filling it up. We probably didn't open access to it to you yet because I haven't approved it yet. So our webmaster team and our tech squad has put it together, but I still have to review it and approve it. And then I will give them the go ahead to open the doors to all of you. There is going to be nothing in it, so don't rush and hurry up. You're coming on day 1 on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. EST. And that will be the replay will go in there and then it'll start being filled up. That's why you got the coupon code. That's why we gave you the discount, because you are the first people to enjoy this incredible 12-hour hybrid healing breakthrough session where we are going to reinvent your whole vibration and frequency to match that which you choose to experience in the world and that you're manifesting and creating. Being able to remove the blockages, being able to remove the negative patterns. And the first 5 people who sign up for that today, you are getting a 30-minute reading and or healing with me, a private one-on-one session. So go ahead and, in fact, we'll include that with any new package that you sign up for. The first 5 people who sign up for something new will get the 30-minute healing session. So if you're like, well, I'm getting ready to do my next thing anyway, then hurry up and do it. Reach out to me, text me if you have questions, and I will help you with it. All right. And I love you. I will see you soon. Have a great day. Take care. Mwah, 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 mwah.